Adelaide went on a trip with her parents Rain and Russell. She wanders after Russell wins her a Michael Jackson Thriller t-shirt at a carnival game and plays whack-a-mole. Then she enters a local funhouse after coming upon a homeless man. Adelaide is scared by the mirrors and atmosphere within and soon meets her exact look-alike. She is alarmed by the incident. Later, Adelaide is silent, and her parents are concerned for her. The therapist instructs them to have Adelaide express her tale in any medium, including reading, writing, or dance. Adelaide Wilson, now a grown-up, travels to the beach with her husband, and their 2 kids Jason and Zora. She grudgingly decides to go to the beach with her family, though, after some convincing. The homeless man Adelaide saw many years ago is the same one the family witnesses being carried into an ambulance as they travel. The Wilson family runs to the beach to their friends, the Tyler's family. Kitty and Adelaide discuss Adelaide's soft-spoken personality and her history as a young ballet dancer while the kids are all at the beach. Soon after setting off on his own, Jason comes across a man who is bleeding profusely and has his arms outstretched. After discovering Jason's disappearance and becoming anxious, Adelaide decides it is time for the family to return home. Adelaide tells Gabe about her childhood trauma later that evening, when the family has settled down, and expresses concern that recent incidents indicate her counterpart is on the prowl. When Gabe encourages her not to worry, the power abruptly cuts off. Jason informs the family that a family is in their driveway just as Gabe is ready to start the backup generator. Gabe tries to frighten the family away as Adelaide hurriedly dials 911. The family eventually makes its way into the Wilsons' home, and as they corner the Wilsons in the living room, one of the figures smacks Gabe with a baseball bat. The Wilson family is revealed to be identical copies of themselves within the living room, each carrying a pair of scissors and donning red jumpsuits. Before making Adelaide chain herself to the table, her doppelganger tells the group a tale about a princess and her shadow and their bond. She then forces Zora to flee the home while being pursued by her identical twin, forces Jason to play with her, and has Gabe pull him to a boat. From this point forward, we see the family adjusting to duplicates in various ways. Zora thinks she has outrun her twin Umbri after sprinting far away, but Umbri later reappears on top of a vehicle. When a neighbor sees the commotion and approaches them, Umbri stabs him to death with her scissors while Zora flees. Gabe is put inside a sack as Abraham carries him to the family boat while still unresponsive. Finally waking up, Gabe successfully tosses Abraham overboard. But later, the boat's motor breaks down, and Gabe plunges into the ocean. He eventually finds his way back to the ship, but Abraham appears and grabs him just then. Following a struggle, Gabe can start the boat's motor just in time to dismember Abraham. Jason finds Pluto mirroring his moves almost instantly when he guides him into a closet at home. When he removes his mask, he discovers that Pluto's bottom half of his face has been burned off. Jason does a magic performance to amaze him, but when Pluto insists that he repeat it, Jason successfully traps him in the closet and flees. Red is trying to smash Adelaide's face against the glass table as she is held captive in the living room, but the noise generated by Jason's escape causes her to retreat. Adelaide can grab the fireplace poker, break the table leg, and grab Jason in a fit of terror. They are reunited with Zora and Gabe, and with Red and Pluto keeping an eye on them, the Wilsons can leave aboard the boat. Kitty believes she sees something outside at the Tylers, and Josh acts as though he sees it before telling her that he's playing a joke on her. The twins then leave their rooms to converse, and just as they start to believe everything is okay, a group of doppelgangers dressed in red jumpsuits that resemble the Wilsons all appear and murder the entire family. While Gabe tries to divert Josh's duplicate, Kitty double pulls Adelaide into the home when the Wilsons arrive searching for assistance. The Wilsons can kill all of the Tyler's doubles after a battle, and they then rejoin inside the home. When the Wilsons turn on the television, they learn through frantic news reports that the red-clad twins have been mysteriously appearing, killing people over the globe and holding hands. Adelaide insists they keep moving and escape, while Gabe wants to seek sanctuary inside the house. The family plans to steal the Tyler's automobile, but a live double of Kitty attacks Adelaide while she searches for the key. She succeeds in killing her, but Umbri emerges when the family reaches the car. After a chase, they can kill Umbri by accelerating and stopping suddenly, sending her flying into a tree. The Wilsons arrive at the boardwalk in the morning. They spot Pluto in front of their first automobile as it burns at the boardwalk. Adelaide decides to exit and walk to him, but she quickly recognizes that it is a trap. When the family believes it's done, Red grabs Jason after Jason moves quickly to make Pluto step backward into the flaming car. Zora and Gabe notice that the beach is now crowded with red-clad doppelgangers holding hands, as Adelaide chases after them. Adelaide returns to the amusement park and descends into a tunnel where rabbits can wander. She meets Red inside one of the several rooms, and Red tells her about her strategy. Red claims that everyone's doppelgangers have been residing at the underground facility and are finally ready to emerge. As a little ballet dancer, she claims that Adelaide led her out of the tunnels and into the fun house where they first met. She claims that Adelaide has always been a part of her. She took her time, but eventually, everyone in the tunnel came up with a strategy that was currently being carried out. After a struggle, Adelaide murders Red and retrieves Jason. The family departs in a car, when a brief flashback reveals that Red knocked Adelaide out, stole her Thriller t-shirt, and left the fun house when they first met all those years ago. Everyone seemed relieved. The Adelaide we've seen throughout the film is the doppelganger, and Red is the honest Adelaide exacting her vengeance. Jason slips his mask on awkwardly as though realizing the reality. The movie concludes with a zoom out of all the Red doppelgangers in the United States joining hands and connecting while news and police helicopters are overhead. Thanks for watching. For more content, please subscribe to the channel.